Hey, Bruce Becker here for Firth Education. I wanted to bring forward a little topic about the Ted Reed Syncopation book, which is a classic book for everybody's drum literature. And today I'm going to embellish on several different ways to approach it that I use for my students, as well as building some of my own vocabulary. So hang on and let's check these out, coming right up. In this first segment out of the Ted Reed Syncopation book, what I'd like to put forward is just some easy building blocks for jazz separation. And as you well know, now we don't have to say that we're going to convert everybody to jazz players, but we do want to develop an element of swing playing, as well as developing some ways to really build separation between limbs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the jazz ride cymbal pattern as my bass pattern, and I'm going to go to page 34 out of the Ted Reed book, and I'll play number 1. If you look at the rhythms, we can interpret them two ways, of course: straight eighth notes with the quarter notes in there mixed in. That's why they are called syncopated figures. And what we're going to do is we're going to swing them. So the very first one, 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. So that's our first one. I'm going to play some time. I'll play quarter notes on the bass drum, 2 and 4. I would like to advise, though, when you play the ride cymbal, please try to adhere to getting a really loose, open swing to the stick when you're playing the cymbal beat. And play the left hand somewhat light, bass drum feathered, and try to add the sing-songiness to those rhythms to make them melodic. So here we go. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. So not terribly complicated, but as you go through the process, you can really start to weed out what works for you, what doesn't, and of course, what doesn't is what you want to work on most. But the exciting part is getting to the actual pages where the exercises are shifting from bar to bar to really make a more dynamic of musicianship in terms of what you're doing comping-wise. So in developing some sensibilities out of the Ted Reed book, one of the major factors is to learn how to swing a little bit so that you have a triplet bass in your vocabulary and the feel of how you play. Mind you, all the great rock drummers that we would listen to and stand on their shoulders and applaud so greatly, guys like Mitch Mitchell, John Bonham, Ian Pace, they all had a swinginess to their playing. So by utilizing some of the elements that I'm going to put forward, you can really adapt to a better swing feel in your playing. And again, swing doesn't have to be just jazz. It just means that you have a little more flexibility and elasticity in your playing. And it's a fabulous thing to be able to utilize. If you're just hammering things out, it's not going to really feel that good. You want to add a little, some of that dirt in there as well. And there's some great players that really exude that through the years. If you look at Ziggy from the Meters, or Garibaldi from Tower of Power, or in rock drumming, Bonham and how he had that swingy feel in his playing. It's really a great deal, a great advantage to go through some of these exercises and sit through and dissect the swinginess of it. So enjoy and find your swing.